When it comes to sports in Lorain, your station to watch is TV20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Welcome back, everyone. Back here at Lorain Southview High School, more basketball action. This time, the junior varsity contest. The Southview Saints again playing host to the Admirals of Lorain Admiral King High School. I'm Ron Bacalar, along with my partner, Bob Braskich, our cameraman, producer, and director, Joe Bach. And as we indicated in the freshman game, Bob, the Admirals victorious at their place, the Shot Palace. Tonight, the Southview Saints victorious in the freshman game. When the two teams met on the JV level at the Shot Palace, the Admirals were victorious. The Saints will be looking for that sweet revenge tonight. How do we see this game?
Well, number one, I think the Southview Saints with Mike Scott, I mean, they aren't particularly long, tall, or talented from a basketball standpoint, but I've seen them play. They just play very hard. They're very well organized. On the other side, King is not the same King team that they were earlier. They've lost some players. The latest one, Derek Mosley, due to a separated shoulder. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. So King's a little bit thin. They've lost some players. Southview's getting better as the season progresses. They're in every game. This should be a very interesting matchup.
All right, and we're going to have the start of that ball game, and we'll look forward to another great encounter here at Lorain Southview High School. But first, this timeout.
Every time an adult gives up on our kids, every time we surrender to the belief that their future is out of our hands, another child is left behind. I'm General Colin Powell, and I don't believe in giving up. That's why I'm asking you to join America's Promise. Log on to americaspromise.org or give us a call. Whoever you are, wherever you are, you can do something important. Pull your weight.
Pizza, all you can eat for only $3.99. CiCi's Buffet has 16 kinds of great tasting pizza, pasta, salad, and desserts, all you can eat for only $3.99. And CiCi's was voted #1 for overall customer satisfaction. Best buffet that you can find, lunch and dinner anytime. Let's go to CiCi's Pizza. Great taste at a great price.
All set here at Lorain Southview High School. JV action. Jump ball coming down in favor of the Admirals, but a takeaway by the Saints. And that is
Bennett, I believe.
Maurice Bennett. Missed shot, and it's Pinkerton on the rebound.
You know, in the last game at King against Shaker, Pinkerton just had a great night. It's 21 from the field, if I'm not mistaken. He has really come a long way this year.
And a takeaway by the Saints going to the basket, dropping in
right.
two.
Well done.
Barry Williams.
Good defensive positioning there by the Saints. Good ball pressure. Everybody in the passing lane, up the line. Very well done.
On a missed shot by the Admirals, Jordan Simmons, and a stick back by Pinkerton. Tie score 2-2. Looking at the starting five for the Saints out on the floor. Number 32 is Maurice Bennett. Number 22 is Jonathan Thompson. With the ball now, number 20 is Derek Williams. Number 12 is Barry Williams. And number 52 is Alan Quattlebaum, and Quattlebaum with two.
Nice job running their offense and getting good passing angle to get the ball inside to Quattlebaum. The Saints will be very patient. They will not take bad shots. Their problem is shooting the basketball, but their shot selection is very good.
Pinkerton in and out on his shot. Loose ball finally picked up by Derek Williams into the forecourt.
Now, very much under control for the Saints, you'll notice tonight. Very well organized.
And the pass from Williams, intended for Quattlebaum, out of bounds.
Okay.
The Admirals will put it into play.
okay, you're on the perimeter, you want to feed the post, you have to use your dribble, get a better passing angle, and even if you had a passing angle, there was nothing there. Recognize when the offensive player has an advantage. If he doesn't have an advantage, don't throw it in there.
Paris Hilliard won't drop for him. Coming up with the rebound and going up and getting fouled is Rayshawn Lagarde. All right, looking at the starting five for the Admirals. Number 10 is Paris Hilliard, a 5'8 sophomore. Number 40 is Rayshawn Lagarde at the line to shoot two, a 6'4 sophomore. Number 34, James Pinkerton, a 6'4 sophomore. Also in the lineup is Kareem Slaughter, number 24, a 6-foot sophomore. And number 4 is Jordan Simmons, a 5'10 sophomore. The starting five for the Admirals.
Good size, 2 6'4s. And Derek Mosley, who's injured and out for 6 to 8, injured his shoulder, separated it in that last game against Shaker. He's up there around the 6'4 range.
When I returned to the classroom back in 1977 after spending those 7 years in broadcasting in Cleveland, one of the classes I inherited was an English class, and there was a Nadine Slaughter in that sophomore English class. And by golly, that is the aunt of Kareem Slaughter out there, Nadine's oldest brother's son. And she's here tonight. Had a chance to have a reunion, you might say. Good to see Nadine.
Oh,
beautiful shot and 2 points for Rayshawn Lagarde. Admirals lead by 1, 5-4 here in the first quarter. Just inside the arc, shot missed by Barry Williams. Coming up with the ball, going up with it and missing Alan Quattlebaum. Here come the Admirals. Pinkerton!
Oh, well done there. He was looking to load that up for a dunk. He had a dunk in the last game over at Shaker. Timeout. Mike Scott.
All right, Southview calling a timeout with the Admirals leading by 3, 7-4. A reminder that we'll again be picking the Palace Civic Center Movie Move Player of the Game, and that player will receive 4 free passes to a weekend movie of his choice, 4 boxes of popcorn, and 4 soft drinks, compliments of John Handyside, the manager and operator of the great Palace Civic Center. And by the way, if you want to check out everything that's going on at the Palace Civic Center and you've got a computer, log on to www.lorainpalace.com. That's www.lorainpalace, all one word, .com, and you'll find out everything that's going on. Like the weekend movie this weekend, the 13th, 14th, and 15th of February is Mona Lisa Smile. And the following weekend, the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, it is the comedy Cheaper by the Dozen. A takeaway by the Admirals. Up and missing on the shot is Rayshawn Lagarde. Shot missed by Quattlebaum. An attempt by Jonathan Thompson, no good. The Admirals, Pinkerton up off the rim, no good, and the Saints come down with it. Maurice Bennett dribbling into the forecourt. All alone down the baseline, but couldn't get it to bounce off the backboard. A shot by Barry Williams. A long three-pointer by Bennett, missed. And again, Williams missing on that shot.
Well, the Saints doing everything right except putting it in the hole.
A missed shot by Paris Hilliard for the Admirals, and we've got a foul.
You know, I've watched parts of Saints JV games. I've always been impressed this year of how fundamentally sound they are and how well they play and how hard they play. They've just been struggling to put the ball in the basket.
Foul is on Rayshawn Lagarde. That's his first. The Admirals with 1 team foul and the Saints with 2. Now in the lineup for the Saints, number 14, Kevin Custis, a 5'10 sophomore.
Again, nice job of moving the basketball. You'll notice nobody's unnecessarily dribbling the basketball. They're moving it by passing it. Get the shot.
Long three-pointer put up by Jonathan Thompson, missing.
And James Young is just doing a nice job on the boards, number 54 for the Saints, of staying after the basketball. Nice job. That's the second possession where he's really impressed me with his ability to stay after it as an offensive rebounder.
Foul is on the Admirals, number 22 now in the lineup, a 5'8" sophomore, Dondre Schuster. At the line in the lineup for the Southview Saints, number 54, Aaron Neal, a 6'2" sophomore. Missing on the first foul shot.
You know, record-wise, Ron, these teams match up very evenly. 8-7 on the year thus far for the Admirals, and an 8-8 record for the Saints thus far.
Now in the lineup for Southview, number 10, David Soto, a 5'8" sophomore.
Okay.
The Saints trail by 2.
Okay, number one, never take the basketball out underneath the other team's basket. I don't believe that was not a spot. You could have run the baseline there. It was after a made. Don't take it out underneath the basket.
And the Saints managed to get the ball away from Pinkerton. Going to the basket, missing on the shot is Kevin Custis, and a foul. The foul is on Dondre Schuster. That's his second since coming in off the bench. And that will put Custis at the line. He'll shoot 2. And Custis pulls the Saints to within 1. This foul shot, if he makes it, will tie the score. Jordan Simmons back in the lineup for the Admirals. Coming up with the rebound for King, Kareem Slaughter. Simmons on a three-point. And he makes it. Jordan Simmons pulls the Admirals out to a 4-point advantage, 10-6. We're under 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter.
Nice cut.
Shot missed.
Well done.
Shot missed by Custis. Popped in by Thompson on the rebound.
And here's how I think the Saints can win this basketball game. They've got a score to do it, and that is press. I think their pressure can take its toll against the Admirals, but to get into the pressure, you have to score.
Follows on Paris Hilliard. That is his first and the team's 4th. And that is going to put David Soto at the line. He'll shoot 2 as he was fouled in the act of shooting.
Number 52, Andre Campbell, in the game for the Admirals. Another big body at 6'3". Good size for the Admirals in their sophomore class and in their junior class. Very good size.
Pinkerton, he's got to.
See, Pinkerton's weakness at the start of the season was he couldn't shoot the basketball. And you can see right there, he's really worked on shooting the ball. Nice release, nice spin. Well done.
Saints by 3, 12-9. Pinkerton on the rebound. Missed shot by Custis. Simmons up, air ball, grabbed, and up and fouled is Quattlebaum.
I believe that'll be Andre Campbell at the line, Ron. I think the foul might have been on.
The foul is on Jack. I believe it was on Southview's Kevin Custis.
Right.
His first. And you are right, Andre Campbell, 6'3" sophomore at the line.
Pinkerton
again with the rebound, missed on the shot. Coming up with the rebound for
3-on-1.
the Saints is Quattlebaum.
Oh, nice pass. Get your hands ready to play. We talked about that in the freshman game. Get your hands above your waist. Get ready to play. Okay, now the Saints will be very patient. Okay, there's that situation. It resulted in a foul, but post person was double teamed, almost triple teamed. There's no reason to throw it in there. Reverse the basketball, then attack it from the weak side.
Foul is on Andre Campbell, his first, and the team's fifth. Under 30 seconds.
All
3
right.
points from the far corner by David Soto. And we have a tie score, 12-12.
Nice look.
Admirals not going for the final shot as Campbell puts in 2.
12 seconds in the quarter. I kind of thought the Admirals would play for the last one there. 3 seconds.
And a takeaway by Pinkerton, but not in time as the buzzer sounds, and the Admiral King Admirals with a 2-point lead at the end of the first 7 minutes, 14-12. Bob and I will be back with the second quarter action right after this timeout.
Since 1921, your hometown financial professionals at First Federal Savings of Lorain have dedicated themselves to meeting the financial needs of their customers and surrounding communities. They offer a wide variety of financial investments as well as home mortgages to meet your every need. Loans on boats, cars, mobile homes, and other worthwhile purchases are also available. Whatever your financial need, First Federal Savings of Lorain is ready to help. 7 convenient locations to serve you in Lorain, Huron, Sandusky, Port Clinton, and now at 36690 Detroit Road in Avon. First Federal Savings of Lorain is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Second quarter action, 14-12. Admirals by 2. The Admiral JV team tonight being coached by Scott Rule, whose father, Dick Rule, is a retired teacher from the Lorain school system
And Southview.
an avid fisherman.
Yes, he is.
I was out with Mr. Rule several times on his boat when he had one.
Yes, he is an
Some
avid fisherman.
walleye fishing and perch fishing, and enjoyed every moment. I enjoy catching fish, but I think I enjoy eating them even more.
Well, there we go, another situation. There's nothing there off the dribble.
And we're going to have a call underneath the basket, away from all the action. And the foul is going to be on Lamar Miller, now in the lineup for Southview, number 44, a 5'11 junior. That is the 4th team foul against the Saints, Miller's first.
Move the ball. Nice pass by Paris Hilliard.
Pinkerton, three-pointer.
Now that was the weakness in his game, and he has just brought that shot from nowhere to, he's actually becoming a very effective perimeter shooter.
5-point advantage now for the,
Oh, a three.
well, it was a 5-point advantage, now a 2-point advantage as David Soto popped in a 3, his second here in the first half.
Now here's where I think the Saints can give the Admirals some problems. Nice look.
It's going to be off of the intended recipient on that pass, Kareem Slaughter. So the Saints will put it into play.
Okay, Admirals players, watch the tape. You're not broken down. Everybody should be broken down up the line in help side position right now. Don't let people cut in front of your face like that, right there. You have to be broken down, ready to play.
And a takeaway by the Admirals. It is Slaughter missing on the shot. Coming up with the rebound for the Saints.
That's Bennett.
Number 32, Maurice Bennett. Shot missed by Soto. Pinkerton on the rebound. A takeaway by Soto.
No look.
A pass without looking, and a miss by Quattlebaum.
Wow. High off the glass, guys. High and soft off the glass.
I imagine Quattlebaum is thinking, boy, I'd like to try that one again. Jordan on a shot missed. Simmons. That's Jordan Simmons.
Okay, Jordan Simmons, you can get that shot anytime.
And Jordan Simmons picks up the loose ball behind
There
the
you
back
go.
pass.
Oh!
Pinkerton, and Pinkerton is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, behind
Some
the back pass.
razzle-dazzle here in this JV basketball game.
Right, but on the previous possession, Jordan, you can get that jumper anytime. Run an offense. See if you can do better than that.
Foul is on Bennett, his first, the team's 5th.
Now,
Pinkerton.
I'm just amazed at Pinkerton's shot, how it has evolved as the season has progressed. I see no weakness in it now. He can get his legs into it a little bit more, maybe a little bit more lift, but pretty nice.
Making both foul shots. Pinkerton already in double figures with 11 points.
Okay, Admiral's not broken down again. You're not in good help side position.
And a block shot by the Admirals.
That's a
LaShawn Lagarde. All for naught as the Saints get the ball back.
It's okay.
We're down to 4 minutes and 48 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the Admirals are, well, no, they're not. For a moment there, Lagarde thought Coach Rule wanted a timeout.
Okay, we talk about this a lot during the girls' game, Ron. Everybody should be broken down in a stance. Nobody should be standing erect. You cannot play the game of basketball with you standing erect. Everybody should be broken down, ready to play, see the ball, in defensive position.
Into the circle, into the lane, up with the ball, and 2 for Lamar Miller. 19-17. Admirals by 2.
Okay, don't pick up your dribble.
Pinkerton outside the arc, missing on the three-point shot, and the rebound grabbed by Miller. Lamar Miller in the forecourt. Timeout.
Okay.
Miller is calling timeout as he was closely guarded by Pinkerton.
Smart timeout, good timeout. But don't pick up your dribble, you won't get in that situation.
And it's a 30-second, no, a full timeout. So we'll be back right after this.
Your one-stop place for something really special is Impressions, corner of Oberlin Avenue and Tower Boulevard. T-shirts and sweatshirts personally designed to your specific needs. Anything from bears, trains to zebras, and specially designed hats as well. And don't forget Impressions, your one-stop spot for school jackets. See Dave, the designer expert at Impressions, Oberlin Avenue at Tower Boulevard, right here in Lorain.
Oh, nice steal by
Take away by Pinkerton to the basket, up and go. 21-17, 4-point advantage for the Admirals. We're under 4 minutes, and it's going to be a traveling call on David Soto. Admirals get it back.
Okay, now what the Admirals have got to do a little bit better job of, and Southview plays excellent defense, but you have to make them play defense. The Admirals are 1 or 2 passes and a shot or an individual move. Lob. Oh my
Beautiful
goodness.
lob pass from Jordan Simmons to Pinkerton, and 2 more.
Wow, that's off the charts for the JV at the JV level. That pass, catch, and shot. Outstanding.
From the corner on a 3-point shot,
Well,
and a foul is going to be called on Rayshawn Lagarde.
So many
and that
times.
is going to put Derek Williams at the line. He'll shoot 3.
Guys, both teams never foul a 3-point shooter.
(23-17), 6-point lead for the Admirals.
Especially one from deep in the corner. Statistically, that's the worst shot in basketball.
Derek Williams missing on the first.
All right.
Dondre Schuster and Kareem Slaughter back in the lineup for the Admirals. Pinkerton with the missed foul shot.
Okay, Southview changed defenses here. They're playing a little zone here, hoping the Admirals will take some bad perimeter shots or turn it over.
Almost a takeaway going into the lane, and a foul is going to be called against the Admiral. A charging call on Dondre Schuster. That is his third.
Good call. I always love to see those kids step in there and take that charge.
And that is the 7th team foul against the Admirals. Henceforth, the Saints will be going to the line to shoot the bonus, 1-1. Saints with just 5 team fouls. We're down to 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Saints trail by 5.
Oh,
they
nice
trail
shot.
now by 3 as Jonathan Thompson put in 2. Pinkerton, three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebound grab by the Admirals, Kareem Slaughter. Back over to Pinkerton.
Nice cut.
In the lane.
Oh.
And a missed shot by Rayshon Lagarde.
Nice cut there by Lagarde. Saw the hole and dove into it.
Dribbling the baseline, passing the ball off to the Saints, Jonathan Thompson, and a miss on the shot.
Now again, the Saints do everything well. They just struggle to put it in the basket. Little 2-2-1 box press here. They're going to try to trap right about there. 10-second line.
Kareem Slaughter, 3 points.
Oh.
The first points of the game for Slaughter, and he makes it a big three-pointer, 26-20. Got to make Aunt Nadine very happy.
Okay, the Admirals in a zone configuration here. I don't really recognize. Looks like a 3-2. Guys.
In and out on a shot by Alan Quattlebaum.
Just because the coach says we're going to play a zone doesn't mean you just stand back there and don't move.
Kareem Slaughter again off the front of the rim. Rebound grab by Derek Williams. Williams into the forecourt. Soto from the far corner, right at the line, no good. Underneath, grabbing the ball, putting it up and getting fouled is Southview's Maurice Bennett. Foul is on Kareem Slaughter. That's his first. And that is going to put Bennett at the line. He'll shoot the bonus, 1-1. Well, apparently he was fouled in the act of shooting, so he gets the second one. Barry Williams back in the lineup for the Saints, the 5'8" sophomore.
Okay, back to man for the Saints.
Jordan Simmons to the baseline, stops, up with the ball, no good, blocked partially, and a long pass, down the lane, up with the ball, missing, stick back, no good. Jordan Simmons with the rebound, down the floor, Kareem Slaughter passing underneath the basket for Lagarde, and 2.
Good
a lot of action for 2 points.
Both ways in transition.
Down the lane and a foul. With the ball, Barry Williams.
See, the Admirals, when you're watching the game defensively, you've got to jump to the basketball and take away the gaps in your defense. If you don't jump to the basketball on every pass and position yourself in good help side, there are open paths to the basketball, and that's what the Saints are doing. They're beating you off the dribble.
The foul is on Jordan Simmons, his first. Barry Williams at the line.
You've got to get off your man in the direction of the basketball about 2 steps further. Both teams, really. Saints do a little bit better job defensively as far as positioning is concerned than the Admirals, and consequently, it's why the Admirals are getting beat off the dribble.
In the lineup now for the Saints, number 24, Ricky Roberson, a 6'1" sophomore. Barry Williams missing both foul shots. Also in the lineup for the Saints, number 30, Fabian Candelario, a 5'10 sophomore.
Try a little pick and roll there, nothing there. Get it moved. Got 16 seconds. They should play for the last shot.
Paris Hilliard.
Nothing there, Paris. Pass the basketball, 5 seconds.
And we're going to have a blocking foul on the Admirals, and it's going to be called on Rayshon Lagarde. That will be his third.
With a half a second left, the Saints are going to go to the line. That's going to be a double bonus situation. Again, good teaching point with a half second left on the clock. You don't want to foul 40 feet away from the basket now.
Maurice Bennett, 1 for 2 at the foul line so far.
I noticed Maurice's shot. Maurice could be a pretty good shooter. He needs a little bit more lift. A little bit more lift on a shot. There you go.
And misses both as the first half comes to an end with the score, Admiral King 28, Southview 21. We'll be back with the second half action right after this timeout.
What's up, guys?
For generations, African-American women have been center stage in the lives of their families, taking on strong leading roles as providers and caretakers. We applaud you, darling, but there are times when we need support and care, especially when a stressful disease like Alzheimer's strikes. Caring for someone with Alzheimer's takes its toll. So take care of yourself, see your doctor, and contact the Alzheimer's Association at 800-272-3900. We're there to give you support and to put the spotlight on you.
Right now we are during the halftime of the junior varsity game here at Lorain Southview High School between the Admirals and the Saints. But needless to say, these are neither the Admirals nor the Saints. Maybe future Admirals and future Saints and future Lady Admirals and future Lady Saints. Anyway, they're all participants of the Lorain YMCA program, and they were given the opportunity to get on the big Lorain Southview High School basketball court to give it a whirl, and they're just having a great time, and I'm sure they're going to go home with a lot of memories being able to play on the big floor. Again, they're all participants in the Lorain YMCA basketball program and the future stars of the basketball program for the city of Lorain. We'll be back for the second half action right after this.
I know someone with lupus.
My girlfriend.
My mommy.
We work together.
My sister.
My neighbor.
I know someone with lupus. She's so tired.
Fatigue, achy joints, and fever.
Severe chest pains, heart
Her
problems.
kidneys gave up.
He had a seizure.
Pain never stops. Now she's on dialysis.
Someone you know.
Someone you know.
Someone you know.
Someone you know has lupus.
But there is hope. For information, contact the Lupus Foundation of America.
CC's Pizza, all you can eat for only $3.99.
CC's Buffet has 16 kinds of great-tasting pizza, pasta, salad, and desserts, all you can eat for only $3.99. And CC's was voted #1 for overall customer satisfaction.
Best buffet that you can find, lunch and dinner anytime. Let's go to CC's Pizza. Great taste at a great price.
Second half action here at Lorain Southview High School. It's the third quarter of a junior varsity game. The Admirals in the lead by 7, 28-21. The Southview Saints are currently on the JV level, 8-8 on the season. Coming into this game, a 2-game winning streak. They trail those, we said, by 7.
Very good patience here.
And a takeaway by the Admirals. Jordan Simmons dribbles into the forecourt.
Don't pick up your dribble.
Pinkerton being guarded closely by Quattlebaum. Finally gets it out to Paris Hilliard. Pinkerton to the basket, off the backboard, couldn't get it to drop, and a foul.
They're going to get a reach in from
as Lagarde and Maurice Bennett both went up for it. So the foul is going to be on Rayshon Lagarde. That's his fourth.
And one of my old guys, Julius Blackman, in the game now for the Admirals.
Julius Blackman also dresses for the varsity squad.
Ooh, missed a travel there. Ouch.
And we're going to have a charging foul on Maurice Bennett. That's his second and the team's first.
Julius Blackman is not a great scorer, but he's not in the game 15 seconds and he makes something happen. He's a great defender, good rebounder, you know, took the charge there. Just does the little things.
The Southview Saints junior varsity team as a team has a 3.25 GPA.
Some uncharacteristic patience. Uh-oh.
Jordan Simmons and an NBA three.
I was just going to say some uncharacteristic patience.
Jordan Simmons with his first field goal.
And again, the pass made by Julius Blackman. Those little things, guys. It's the little things.
Jordan Simmons, we said his first field goal. He's got 2 triples and the field goal for a total of 8 points thus far in the ball game. And a takeaway by the Southview Saints and a takeaway by the Admirals.
Julius is everywhere.
What the Admirals give it, they take it back.
Okay, now the Admirals having some difficulty recognizing what to do offensively here.
Jordan Simmons again on a 3-point attempt, air ball, and it's grabbed by Bennett. Bennett inside the circle in the lane, up, and it won't drop. Rebound finally brought down by Jordan Simmons. Gets it over to Kareem Slaughter, and a pass for Paris Hilliard. Out of his grasp, out of bounds. Saints will get the ball. Saints JV squad coached by Michael Scott.
Great
This
job.
is the 3rd year of teaching at Southview. Michael Scott teaches integrated language arts. He is in his 3rd year of coaching basketball at Southview High School. He has coached on all levels. Michael Scott has coached 2 years of baseball at Southview as well. And it's Kareem Slaughter on the rebound. Michael Scott graduated from Lorain Admiral King in '96, also played basketball and baseball for the Admirals. That's head JV coach Michael Scott. And a 3 put in by Daryl Jackson. Now in the lineup for the Admiral King Admirals. We saw action from him back in the freshman game.
Well, a pretty good maneuver there by Coach Rule. We saw the Saints were playing off and they were taking everything on the inside away. He put a couple shooters in the game and, you know, we've gotten a couple threes out of it.
All right, we've got a full timeout on the floor with the score. Admiral King 36, Southview 21. A reminder that this weekend, as you're watching the freshman and JV basketball games, the movie at the Palace Civic Center, 6th and Broadway, downtown Lorain, is Mona Lisa Smile. You can see it Saturday, February 14th. That'd be a nice Valentine nights out. And Sunday night, February 15th. Showtime both nights, 7 p.m. Admission $3 for adults, Children 12 and under $2. And then the weekend of February 20th, 21st, and 22nd, showtime 7 p.m. all 3 nights. The movie will be Cheaper by the Dozen, a great comedy that you will certainly enjoy. And if you want to find out what's really going on at the Lorain Palace Civic Center all the time, not just the movies, and you've got a computer, log on to www.lorainpalace.com. That's www.lorainpalace.com. John Handyside is really thrilled with the website. Give it a look, and you'll see what's happening in your city, the city of Lorain. In the circle and a foul as going up with the ball for the Saints, Derek Williams. And the foul is going to be on Darrell Jackson, his first. Williams at the line. He'll shoot 2.
You know, it goes back to something we talk about all the time at all levels, containing the basketball on the perimeter. And then those people who are off of the ball should be cheated up toward the ball so there isn't such a wide gap where the dribbler can gut the defense by taking the ball into the paint. Defensive positioning is so key.
Darrell Williams making both foul shots. Pinkerton, turnaround jumper
on
2.
the drag dribble, spin dribble too. Wow. The Saints are down by 15, but don't count them out. I've seen them a number of times this year. They're very resilient, and if they can score, they'll get into their pressure, and they can be very effective.
Taking the 3, going in for the 2 is Lamar Miller, and he is fouled.
Wow, 3-point opportunity, but there we go again. Contain the basketball on the dribble. You know, don't allow a dribbler to gut the defense so easily. I mean, it's going to happen, but not so easily. You know, the help was just a little bit slow getting over there, and obviously, you know, it was a blocking call.
Foul is on Jordan Simmons. That's his second. The team's third. Southview as a team with just 1 personal foul. Lamar Miller at the line for the possible 3-point play.
And Lamar is a very good student in the classroom, plays football for the Saints. Lamar truly values the importance of family. Younger brother of varsity player Marquell Miller, and Lamar also plays spot minutes for the Saints varsity.
Aaron Neal, the 6'2 sophomore, out of the lineup now for the Saints. Into the lineup, Alan Quattlebaum. And Miller with the 3-point play. 38-26, Southview trailing by 12.
And another turnover. If the Saints can score, they can get into that pressure and force these turnovers. They are not out of it.
Southview's number 10, David Soto, is a straight-A student. David is a member of the Young Scholars Program through Ohio State University. He is a very aggressive basketball player, as we saw in the first half. He's out on the floor with the ball right now. Puts it up on a 3-point attempt, no good, and it's Julius Blackman coming down with the rebound. David Soto prides himself on his natural leadership qualities. Kareem Slaughter going up, and he is fouled. Slaughter at the line, he'll shoot 2.
Andy Arredondo on the Saints JV team is another honor roll student. Andy's a 3-year letterman for the Saints soccer team also, and he's well liked by all the teachers at Southview. Good power there.
Pinkerton on the rebound on the missed foul shot. Couldn't get it to drop, and finally the Saints have come up with it, and that is Kevin Custis. Williams brings it into the forecourt, in the circle, up and in.
Now get right back into the pressure, Saints. Get into the pressure.
39-28. Admiral King by 11.
There's the turnover. Almost.
The only problem is Kevin Custis couldn't quite get a handle on the ball. It goes out of bounds The Admirals will put it back into play.
You know, I think this Saints team just plays very, very hard for Coach Mike Scott. They play very hard.
You mentioned Andy Arredondo, number 42 for
Right.
Southview. I had his mom and dad in class back in the 60s. Soto going to the basket. He and the ball go out of bounds.
Now, these foul line situations are good for the Saints because if they can score from, oh, this will not be on the shot. But what I was going to say, if they can score from the line, they can readily get into their press, which I'm convinced is the key for them in this game.
And it was Andy Arredondo putting the ball into play. A big three-point shot put up by Bennett, missed. And we've got a foul as the players were fighting for the loose ball. And the foul is going to be on Blackman, Julius Blackman. And that is going to put Alan Quattlebaum at the line. He'll shoot 2 as he was fouled in the act of shooting.
And Ron Allen is also an honor roll student, plays football for the Saints. He's become one of the great he's developed a great post presence this year. Hard work in the offseason will result in very successful varsity season next year, he hopes. And also plays spot minutes on the varsity.
Barry Williams for Southview is an honor roll student. He is a member of the Young Scholars Program through Ohio State University, just like David Soto. Barry's toughness is his best basketball quality. He is a defensive stopper. That's Barry Williams.
See, I like what Coach Scott did on that substitution. After the foul shot, allowed him to sub and set his defense, try to force another turnover.
Barry Williams,
there it
number
is.
12 on the floor. He gets the ball up and dropped. It goes out of bounds, but there is apparently a foul being called underneath the basket.
Those Saints, they do everything well except score the ball.
And the foul is going to be on Kareem Slaughter. That's his second and the team's 5th. Andy Arredondo puts it into play. Shot up by Quattlebaum, no good. Pinkerton comes down with the rebound.
I think the Saints have got to pressure a little bit more as they are. They've gotten out of that zone.
And a takeaway by the Saints. That was Barry Williams who got his hands on the ball.
Oh,
Williams has got it now on the dribble outside the arc.
So I'd like to see the Admirals broken down a little bit defensively there. Guys, sink to the level of basketball.
Maurice Bennett drives the baseline, can't make a shot, gets it back out, and the shot put up and made by Kevin Custis. Kevin Custis is an honor roll student. He also plays football and baseball for the Saints. Kevin is an energetic basketball player that works extremely hard on his game in the off season. Number 12, Kevin Custis.
You know,
Maybe 14 make it. Number 14, Kevin Custis.
In the last 3 minutes, the Saints have done an excellent job cutting into that Admirals lead down to 7. It's anybody's ball game.
Blocking foul is called on Barry Williams. That's his first and the team's 3rd. Daryl Jackson and Andre Campbell returning to the Admirals lineup. Shot made by Jordan Simmons, missed. We're down to 15 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Southview trailing now by 7 points.
Steal by
Ball
Pinkerton.
taken away by Pinkerton, intended
5
for
seconds.
Arredondo.
Shoot it.
Oh, at the last moment, that is the freshman, Daryl Jackson, dropping in 2. Jackson with 5 points here in this 3rd quarter. And it's the Admirals 41, Southview 32. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter right after this. Timeout.
Since 1921, your hometown financial professionals at First Federal Savings of Lorain have dedicated themselves to meeting the financial needs of their customers and surrounding communities. They offer a wide variety of financial investments as well as home mortgages to meet your every need. Loans on boats, cars, mobile homes, and other worthwhile purchases are also available. Whatever your financial need, First Federal Savings of Lorain is ready to help. 7 convenient locations to serve you in Lorain, Huron, Sandusky, Port Clinton, and now at 36690 Detroit Road in Avon. First Federal Savings of Lorain is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Fourth and final quarter getting underway here at Lorain Southview High School. Putting into play Kareem Slaughter for the Admirals. They lead 41-32. Southview with the pressure. The Admirals get out of it. Up and in on a shot by Rayshawn Lagarde.
Yeah, the play was made by Paris Hilliard. Very nice pass.
Up and in,
Simmons
Maurice Bennett.
Again, Admirals defense getting gutted too easily off the dribble, and that last pass was Simmons, not Paris Hilliard.
Pinkerton stops just inside the arc, missed on the shot, gets his own rebound, tried to spin around, and a foul. And the foul is on Lamar Miller, his second, the team's fourth.
Well,
Paris Hilliard loses the ball, picked up by the Saints.
Guys, there's nothing there off the dribble.
Bennett into the lane, up to the basket, up and in.
Yeah, it's the second possession in a row. Again, far too easily.
43-36, 7-point lead by the Admirals. Pinkerton, and there's going to be a foul called on Bennett as Pinkerton was tripped up going to the basket.
Yeah, you've just got to make teams work when you're playing. And defensively, it's far too easy to get the ball to the rim against the Admirals defense. They don't contain the basketball or force any width on the perimeter, and there isn't any help side defense ready to help when somebody does get beat. It's positioning.
Pinkerton putting the ball into play. Jordan Simmons up. It won't fall, and the rebound, Derek Williams.
On the other hand, the Saints' positioning is very good.
From the far side, shot by Quattlebaum, miss, and
number 20, Ron. Although
that
I think
was Derek Williams on the stick back. All right, Derek Williams.
It's down to a 5-point spread here with 5:32 left.
Derek, by the way, is a straight A student. Jordan Simmons with a three.
Simmons with a big three.
That is his third triple of the night. Well, we were saying about Derek Williams before Jordan so rudely interrupted with that triple, which the Admirals just loved, I'm sure. Lamar Miller missed on the shot. The Admirals coming down, and we've got a grabbing foul. Lamar Miller kind of like that, gave a little tap on the official's behind. Anyway, we're talking about Derek Williams, a straight A student. Derek is a member of the Young Scholars Program through Ohio State University. He has become more aggressive on the offensive end of the floor, which will lead to a great varsity career. He also plays golf for the Saints. He was first team all-conference 2 years in a row for the Saints on the golf team. And we've got a full timeout on the floor with the Admirals 46 and the Saints 38.
Ron, I've got another bio here, and again, another honor roll student, Maurice Bennett, plays baseball for the Saints, is the leading scorer on the JV Saint team, while playing spot minutes on the varsity also. I mean, it's just amazing as you go through the Saint bios. It seems like everybody's an honor roll student, like Fabian Candelaria, also an honor roll student, plays baseball for the Saints, involved in the Key Club. Fabian's basketball skills have increased over the season, and he intends to work very hard in the offseason.
Jonathan Thompson, number 22, is called Silent Thunder by Coach Michael Scott. He is a solid student. Jonathan has a reserved personality off the court, but on the court he plays very aggressive. He has been involved in the basketball program for 2 years.
And finally on my list, I've got Aaron Neal. Aaron's a great personality on the team, keeps team morale extremely high, works extremely hard on his game, and has improved tremendously throughout the season. Aaron has played football also for the Saints.
And certainly last but not least, number 24, Ricky Roberson, works extremely hard in the classroom. He enjoys rap music and can be heard singing all the time. But I don't think he sings on the basketball court. As Bennett gets the loose ball to the basket, he is fouled as he lays it up. And the foul is going to be called on Julius Blackman. That is the second on Blackman and the 6th team foul.
And what's keeping the Saints in this game is their defense, whether it be in the half court or whether it be in the full court. That's been the key. Their best offense tonight has been scoring off of their defense.
Bennett shooting 2, making the first. We were talking about Ricky Roberson. Ricky prides himself on his rebounding and aggressive defense. He has been involved in the basketball program for 2 years. Also, he helps run the concession stand for the Lady Saints basketball program. Ricky Roberson.
Okay, here's an opportunity to get into the press if he makes this.
And a miss.
Whoops.
And the ball gets away from Lagarde, picked up by the Saints. Saints still trail by 7, 46-39. Plenty of time remaining here in the fourth and final quarter.
Good
cut. A pass underneath and a basket scored by Qualabom.
No, just too easy. Just a little back cut inside after one pass.
Jordan Simmons goes right to the basket, missing on the shot, and the rebound grab brought down by Jonathan Thompson.
I'd like to see that one go to Julius Black when he was on the opposite block, wide open, guys. All right.
And
nice
there's
shot.
a two-pointer right on the line. Jonathan Thompson.
Down to a three-point spread, and it's going to be Southview's basketball.
Looking back at the first half, the Southview Saints were 5 of 15 at the foul line, and they had 2 threes in the first half. But the problem was at that foul line, only shooting 33%.
Yeah, well, no secret. They're not a great shooting team. They'll work on that in the offseason, but I'm impressed with everything else they do so well.
The Admirals, meanwhile, had 3 triples in the first half and were 3 of 6 at the foul line. Shot attempted by Derek Williams missed. Loose ball finally picked up by Pinkerton. 46-43 Admirals, as Bob indicated, leading by 3 with 3.5 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Ron, I know you remember, and I don't. What was the biggest spread we've had in that game, in this game thus far? It's 3 now. I know that the Saints were down by as many as, I know it was double digits.
It was double figures. I can't exactly tell you how many. And Pinkerton is going to be hit with his first personal, an offensive charging foul.
And Maurice Bennett was the player that stepped in there and took the charge.
And we have a packed house here at Lorain Southview High School as the fans kept pouring in towards the end of the freshman game and during this, the junior varsity game. In fact, they're beginning to fill up the balcony behind us.
I'm sorry, that wasn't Maurice Bennett. That was Fabian Candelario stepped in and took that charge. Guys, taking a charge is such a key thing on defense. I mean, it gives the opposing team another team foul, and it gives you the basketball back, and most of the times it takes away an easy score. Just from being in good defensive position.
Qualabom tried to pass, almost intercepted by Pinkerton, but it was Thompson getting it back. He went up and missed on the shot.
You know, I just like the way the Saints anticipate on the weak side and help.
And the officials are going to say it's the Saints' ball. Lamar Miller coming back into the ball game for the Saints. Three-point shot, and it is made. Maurice Bennett. And we're just 3 points. Well, we're all tied up, 46-46. With 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Well, you know, the Saints have done it with defense. Their pressure.
Jordan Simmons passes off.
Ooh, ouch.
Ball almost lost. Paris Hilliard in the lane, puts it up off the front of the rim. Rebound fought for, and it was Quattlebaum getting it to Bennett. Bennett to Lamar Miller. Derek Williams in the circle.
Oh, what a comeback.
And the Saints have taken the lead for the first time in this ball game, 48-46. And we've got a timeout called on the floor, and we'll be back right after this.
Your one-stop place for something really special is Impressions, corner of Oberlin Avenue and Tower Boulevard. T-shirts and sweatshirts personally designed to your specific needs. Anything from bears, trains to zebras, and specially designed hats as well. And don't forget Impressions, your one-stop spot for school jackets. See Dave, the designer expert at Impressions, Oberlin Avenue at Tower Boulevard, right here in Lorain.
2 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Admirals now trail by 2 points. Pinkerton moves into the lane, up to the basket, can't get it to drop, and it is Lamar Miller coming down with the rebound. We're down to 2 minutes now remaining. Almost a takeaway by Jordan Simmons. Miller was able to save it, and we're going to have a foul called on Corrine Slaughter. A blocking foul, and that is going to put Derek Williams at the line. The Saints are in the 1-and-1 bonus. The Admirals with 18 fouls, the Saints with 6. Derek Williams has been to the foul line a few times tonight. He has had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots at the foul line. He has made 4 of the 6. And makes 5 of 7.
Another turnover right there. But the difference in this game and the turnaround has been the Saints have played a little bit harder, and their defense, both half court and full court, has been much more sound. That's what ultimately wins basketball games.
What do you do, Coach? Try to run some time off the clock, or do you go for the points?
46 at the JV level is very difficult because the skill level is not quite there to hold the ball. I mean, if the opposing team will allow you to do so, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, pass into the lane. It was intended for Derek Williams, and Williams is going to be called on the foul.
But what you don't want to do is just what we saw there. If you get hung up, if you pick up your dribble by accident, use one of your timeouts. Saints still have 2 left. It would be nicer if they had 3 or 4 to take a timeout, but still, sometimes possession of the basketball is more important than having the timeout.
That was the 7th team foul, so Jordan Simmons at the line to shoot 1-and-1. And in missing on the first, Pinkerton comes down with the rebound, and he is fouled by Quattlebaum. Pinkerton will go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, he's just having a monster game on the boards.
That's the 2nd personal foul on Quattlebaum. Pinkerton has been to the line just once, made both foul shots back in the 2nd quarter. The Admirals trail by 4. Pinkerton missing, but he will have 2.
Okay, needs more lift. Jay, you need a little bit more lift on that shot. Let it fall through the basket.
Pinkerton had 15 points back in the first half. He's only got 2 so far here in this second half. The 2 coming back in the 3rd quarter.
There you go.
Long pass all alone. Up and in on a shot by Jonathan Thompson.
Oh, yeah, the Admirals tried picking up full court. Nobody was checking back.
And the pass is thrown out of bounds. The Admirals are trying to say a foul should have been called, but the officials didn't catch it.
It's very difficult against good defense to throw the ball from the point to the wing. You've got to take it a couple of dribbles to shorten up your pass. That's traveling.
And Derek Williams is going to go to the foul line. The foul's going to be called on Pinkerton as Williams was tripped up. That is the second personal on Pinkerton. We're down to 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining. Williams at the line. The Saints with a 5-point advantage, 52-47.
Okay, now if I'm the Saints now, if these foul shots are made, I don't think I'm going to press. I'm going to fall back and pick up at just a little bit past the 10-second line, or maybe at 2/3 court, and force them to dribble the basketball, use up some clock. I don't think I'm going to take the chance on pressing full denial.
Derek Williams, 7 of 9 at the foul line. And a 7-point advantage now for the Saints. Pinkerton saved that one for the Admirals. He put a three. A big three for James Pinkerton. And a timeout is called on the floor.
And Ron, if I might add, about 4 seconds went off the clock after that shot went through the basket and the timeout was taken. I think the officials might correct the scoreboard.
Well, right now the scoreboard reads Southview 54, Admiral King 50, and they are having a discussion with the official score in this ball game. With the timeout, let's check real quickly on the first half scoring for Southview. David Soto led the scores with 7. Barry Williams had 2. Kevin Custis 1. Derek Williams 1. Jonathan Thompson 4. Lamar Miller had 2. Alan Quattlebaum 2. Aaron Neal 1. And Maurice Bennett with just 1 point. That was first half scoring. For the Admirals, Jordan Simmons had 3. Kareem Slaughter with 3. Rayshawn Lagarde with 5. Andre Campbell with 2. And James Pinkerton with 15. The Admirals had a 2-point advantage at the end of the first quarter, 14-12. In the second quarter, the Saints managed just 9 points, while the Admirals put in 14 going into the locker room. The Admiral King Admirals leading 28-21. In the third quarter, the Saints put in 11, while the Admirals put in 13. It was 41-32, a 9-point lead for the Admirals, but it all turned around here in the fourth and final quarter with 56 seconds remaining. The Saints put the ball into play into Lamar Miller, and a foul is going to be called on Paris Hilliard, his second, and Miller will go to the line, and he will shoot 2, the double bonus.
Okay, you'd like to give yourself the opportunity to play defense for at least a couple of seconds there before the foul. Coach Rule has put in 4 guards along with Pinkerton to get some quickness for defensive purposes. I don't know if, fouling right away was the right way to go. Give yourself an opportunity to play a little bit.
Lamar Miller is 1 for 1 at the foul line. Makes a big one there.
And then, of
2
course,
for 2. And makes it 3 for 3 at the foul line for Lamar Miller, and a 6-point advantage for the Saints, 56-50. Three-pointer up and missed. The Saints coming down with the rebound. That's Lamar Miller. On the missed shot, Dondre Schuster, and a foul. Foul is going to be on Jordan Simmons. That's his 3rd. Lamar Miller back at the line, as we said, 3 for 3. Four for 4.
The Saints are doing what you've got to do in a close game in the last minute. That's make your foul shots.
Well, they're making up for what they didn't do back in the first half when they were 5 of 15. Lamar Miller, 5 for 5 at the foul line. Jordan Simmons with a 3, no good.
Oh, Pinkerton out of
on
nowhere.
the stick back and 2.
All right, the Admirals take a timeout for the purpose of setting their defense.
All right, we've got a 30-second timeout called on the floor with 33 seconds remaining in the ball game. 58-52. A final reminder, the Palace Civic Center, 6th and Broadway, downtown Lorain, showing the movie this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the 14th and 15th, Mona Lisa Smile. It is rated PG-13 for sexual content and thematic issues. A good movie, though, for grown-ups. Then on the following weekend, February 20th, 21st, and 22nd, it's the comedy Cheaper by the Dozen. And showtime all 3 nights, the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, 7 p.m. Ticket price is $3 for adults, $2 for children 12 and under. And you can see these great weekend movies at the Palace on Lorain County's largest screen with the best sound system ever. Lamar Miller, and he is grabbed and fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I thought that could have been a jump ball situation. Lamar Miller, you have to be very careful. You just can't take the basketball and cover up. All it takes is somebody to put a hand on it, and the official will call it a jump ball. You won't be going to the line. It'll be a possession arrow decision. You have to be very careful.
Well, not to jinx Lamar, but he has been perfect at the foul line and remains so.
There you go.
Wow. 6-4-6. Lamar only had 2 points back in the second quarter. Well, there's his first miss.
The Admirals have to push the basketball and get a 3.
59-52. Paris Hilliard air ball on his 3 attempt. Lamar Miller with the rebound. He is fouled by Pinkerton.
Well, it's going to be pretty tough for the Admirals now with 21 seconds and only 1 timeout left because it's a 3-possession ball game, down by 7 with 21 seconds left, and Miller 5 out of his last 6 from the line.
Miller's got 9 points so far in the second half, make it 10, and 8 of them from the foul line. Pinkerton off the rim, no good. Bennett on the rebound and taken away by Hilliard, up no good. Pinkerton on the rebound, he's fouled.
4.9 left. Good effort.
And Jonathan Thompson's going to be called for the foul. That's his first. Pinkerton at the line will shoot 2 with, as Bob just indicated, 4.9 seconds remaining. Southview with a 9-point lead. Pinkerton could bring it down to 7. And he does. 61-54. And a foul.
Well,
with a half a second remaining
left, we have a foul. But all in all, a very entertaining game. I mean, both teams played hard. Yet hats off to the Saints for really playing good defense, which was the key.
Derek Williams at the line to shoot 2. He's been perfect at the line here in the second half. 6 of 6. 7 of 7. That's in the second half. He was 1 of 3 in the first half, back in the second quarter.
Nice job by the Saints here.
Boy, they have really found the mark at that foul line.
Yeah.
And Pinkerton with the final shot of the game. That is it. The Southview Saints victorious over the Admirals, 63-54, as the Southview High School pep band really picks it up here at the school. Bob and I will be back to wrap it up and pick our Palace Civic Center Movie Move player of the game right after this timeout.
There is strength in our numbers. Our call is to action. To practice what we preach. Be there to care. Our passion is compassion. We're only human, but together we're humane. Our letters stand for taking a stand, for taking the lead, for filling the need. The American Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. Be part of our heart.
Well, you have seen what we would like to consider two outstanding basketball games, and the Southview Saints victorious in both the freshman and the junior varsity game, revenging earlier losses against the Admirals at the Shock Palace. And Bob, your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts, and I hate to be repetitive, but you know, some things are so fundamentally constant and archetypical in basketball, like good sound defense, and that was the difference in that game. Southview struggles if they've got to go through harder defense, but if they can score and get into their pressure, they can get some easy baskets, and they just got on a roll there, and that was the key. And then, of course, at the end, the Admirals had the foul, and Lamar Miller made all the foul shots. So, I mean, that was a picture-perfect comeback.
Well, it was all Admiral King in the first three quarters. As we indicated, the Admirals led by 2 at the end of the first quarter, 14-12. In the second quarter, they outscored the Saints 14-9. The locker room score, Admiral King 28, Southview 21. In the third quarter, the Admirals again outscored the Saints by 2, 13-11. The score at the end of 3, 41-32. And then the Saints just came alive in the fourth quarter, dropping in 31 points while holding the Admirals to just 13 for the final 63-54 score. Looking at the individual scoring statistics for the Admirals, Kareem Slaughter had 4 points. One of them, or 3 of the points, a tray. The Rayshawn Lagarde had 7 points. Andre Campbell had 2. Darrell Jackson came off the bench. The freshman had 5 points, a triple and a field goal. In double figures for the Admirals, Jordan Simmons with 11 points. He had a total of 3 triples. And it was James Pinkerton, the high scorer for the Admirals and for the game, with 25 points. And Pinkerton had 2 triples. The Admirals had a total of 4 in the second half, 3 in the first half, 7 triples for the game. The Admirals didn't have an opportunity, Bob, to do too much at the foul line.
No.
They were 3 of 6 in the first half and only 4 of 6 in the second half.
Ron, that's because they didn't have that many possessions where they got a shot off. They turned the basketball over against the pressure.
All right, looking now at the individual scoring for the victorious Southview Saints. David Soto with 7 points, all coming in the first half. Barry Williams had 2. Kevin Custis with 3 points. Jonathan Thompson had 8 points. Alan Quattlebaum with 6. Aaron Neal with 1. Maurice Bennett had 9 points. In double figures for the Saints, Lamar Miller with 12, and high for the Saints, Derek Williams, number 20, with 15 points. The Saints had 2 triples in the first half and only 1 in the second half, for a total of 3 on the game. They were cold at the foul line in the first half, 5 of 15, but look at the difference in the second half, 19 of 21. And there you can see how the Saints came up with the big victory.
Right.
Well, our Palace Civic Center Movie Move player of the game is Lamar Miller. Even though he was not the high scorer for the Saints, he was the one at the foul line who made the difference.
Right, and that's key, because he was 7 out of 8 in the last couple of minutes of the game. At crunch time, this gym is packed, and he's our Movie Move player of the game. Clutch foul shots.
All right, Lamar Miller will receive 4 free passes to a weekend movie of his choice, 4 boxes of popcorn, and 4 soft drinks. All compliments of John Handyside, the management at the Palace Civic Center, 6th and Broadway, downtown Lorain. So again, our final score, Southview coming from behind in the fourth and final quarter, victorious over the Admirals, 63-54. For my partner, Bob Braskich, our cameraman, producer, and director, Joe Bach, I'm Ron Bacallard. Good night, everyone.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools, TV20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.
Looking for that special gift for someone who remembers Lorain in the 50s? Maybe that someone is you or someone you know. Well, look no more. Lorain and Industrial Empire, 1953, the video. Can be yours for only $25. Order now and receive a second program. Your Lorain County Sheriff, 1960, free. See Lorain in all its glory. Look for people you know. Watch Sheriff Vernon Smith and his deputies shoot it out with a gang of armed robbers. Return to Lorain 50 years ago. The Lorain you grew up in. Bring back these wonderful memories for the low price of only $25. Call or email now.